So I have a friend who I've been messaging back and forth with quite a bit on social media, mostly on Instagram, and he has this beautiful '04 dark shadow gray Mustang Mach 1, and I've been talking to him over the last several months, and he was looking at different Mustangs to buy, and he was lucky to find this one, and he ended up getting the car, and it even had the original window sticker in it and stuff. And so we've talked Mustangs for a little while, and you can see in the background there his friend's black Mach 1, and we talked a lot about that car and some of the things that it was having issues with. And his friend had actually found that black Mach 1 and decided to save it because it needed some work. And that car has gone through a nice transformation, and it's great to see these cars being enjoyed and taken care of by people who appreciate them and love them. You can see it's got a little bit of rust there in the wheel wells and stuff. Not perfect, but it's definitely a car worth enjoying and saving, and definitely fell into the right hands. And so we've talked over the last several months about these cars and talked about issues they've had and how to fix certain things and advice and stuff, and it's always fun to do that. And he was actually able to take the Mach 1 with his friend and go to Carlisle, and they went to the Carlisle Ford Nationals, and it's neat to see the lineup of Mach 1s there. I've seen pictures like this before, and it's neat to know that he's in the pictures there, and going and enjoying a good time with the Mach 1s where they should be, being appreciated and enjoyed and stuff. And so we were talking, and we talk often. There's a lot of people I message on a daily basis, and I get really neat conversations with people like this. I get to see what they're doing, and it's really fun to be part of that. And he was saying that he had a friend who had a little import car that had an issue, and he was looking to get something to replace it, and he really wanted to help him get into a Mustang and stuff. And so they were looking around, and they actually found a 2001 Ford Mustang GT in laser red. That was a higher mileage car, about 180,000 miles, but all original, and it just needed an engine. It had some engine issues. And again, this is a car that could have very well been parted out. But it was something that they went ahead and saved and decided to fix it. They even found a window sticker in the car. That's not the original one. It was when it was used, and it had about 23,000 miles on it, but it's pretty cool to find that kind of stuff and see that, And anyway, they started going to work and deciding they were going to tear the engine out and replace it with another 4.6, and it actually had a 2000 date code on the valve cover. And this was a big conversation we had because the Windsor engines were usually 99 and 2000. Even though this is an '01, it seems like it was an early enough '01 that it would have had a Windsor engine, but it actually was a Romeo, or may have been replaced by Romeo, and stuff like that. It's just hard to know exactly what it was, because technically the 99 and 2000 engines were Windsor engines for the Mustangs, because there was a fire at the Romeo plant, and the Mustangs had to have the Windsor assembly plant engines for those first 2 years of the New Edge PI engines. But the valve covers are different bolt counts, so they would have to be on Windsor heads and everything, and it all checked out to be Romeo everything. And the reason that was a concern is because he was looking at replacement engines, and he wanted to know what he needed and what to look for. And I had told him that if it's a Windsor engine, then the crank is going to have an 8-bolt crank flywheel flex plate area and on the back of the crankshaft, and that's something he'll have to see when he gets the engine out. And it turned out to be a 6-bolt anyway, so very interesting. I haven't seen any Romeo engines that were that early, so anyway, it was still cool, and it was just a lot of talking back and forth and stuff. But aside from that, the point is they were looking for a replacement engine, and they started looking around, and they found one that said it was out of a Mustang. And he sent me the picture of it, but I looked, and it looks like it had an aluminum block. So I said, that looks like an aluminum block engine, which wouldn't have been in any of the 2-valve Mustangs. And, but it was still a PI engine, and, they looked it over and they bought it, and it seemed to be a pretty nice one. They said it was a low mileage engine, and so they got to working on pulling the engine out and doing the swap, and so that's really cool. This is something that I've done several times, and it's fun to see other people enjoying this and other people doing a great job at this. A lot of hard work, but a lot of fun, and able to take something that didn't run and give it life again. And these two valves are very plentiful, and so it's fun to be able to get them out and replace them. And it's not that difficult of a job if you've done it once or twice, or if you know what you're doing. But for somebody's first time, it is very overwhelming, I would say, because I know I had to start somewhere, and it was hard the first time I had done it. So a lot of hard work and stuff. And so he had seen there were like NOx sensors in there, or head coolant temperature sensors and stuff. So definitely wasn't a Mustang engine, but the modular 4.6 is basically the same if you have the right year range and stuff. So they continued to get the engine in the car and got it to the point where it was ready to start. So what an outstanding accomplishment to be able to take a Mustang like that and get it running again. So I'm very proud of them. And he even went to the extent of getting a Marty report for the car, which is really cool. And it shows it was built in October of 2000. There's a lot of really neat information on this, and the breakdown is pretty cool. It actually shows that the combination of this car for interior and the way it was ordered had a pretty rare breakdown of 1 of 368. And so that's really fun to look at. It's neat to have that report and be able to look at everything the car was ordered with and stuff. But just really awesome to see a Mustang saved, especially one that had a bad engine. And now his friend has an awesome car that's fun to drive. It's fun to enjoy. It looks good. And coming from like a little import car like a Hyundai or whatever it was that he had, now he has something really cool and really fun. So just wanted to share that with everybody and just kind of mention how I have a lot of these neat conversations with people on a daily basis. And, with 12,000 followers on the Instagram and about 8,500 subscribers on YouTube now, there's just a lot of people I have good interaction with and great friendships with, and it's fun to be able to watch these people go through these things and to work really hard on their stuff and get to do stuff that I enjoy sharing of my own stuff that I work on. And it's just fun to be part of that community and everything. So just want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for your great comments and support. There's a lot of really great people on this channel who follow and comment and enjoy the content that I put out. And so I want to just give everybody a big thanks for that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.